As the clock ticks and days go by, scientists discover new things about the world we live in. Some of them leave us shocked, as even these scientists are confused and terrified. From zombies in the forest to aliens showing up at campsites, it now seems like our world has been filled with creatures we can't explain or trace. Let's take a look at some of these creatures captured by camera. And even as we do, try to keep your fingers crossed and be sure you're not being watched from a distance, because indeed you never know. In 2022, a video clip captured in Ohio surfaced online showing not just an unlikely creature, but one that could freeze anyone that came across it. The creature looked like a grasshopper with two long tails floating at its back while it majestically walked around the area that night. It seemed to walk like a robot with complete boldness. That video clip, just as expected, went very viral and many people made different summaries on it, but when and how it got to the public is still unknown. The creature, however, hasn't resurfaced since then, and we hope it stays that way. A group of teenagers were walking around in the woods when they noticed a short object close to the trees. They thought to video it, and as they got closer, they noticed it was a living creature. This creature was really frightening, even though it looked small, stocky, and had short arms and legs. It also had very long ears. When the creature saw them, it started running towards them. They all took to their heels with a new discovery of what elves really look like. If that was an elf, then elves are really ugly. That man crossing the road wasn't prepared for what he was about to encounter. While walking on the pedestrian crossing, something appeared to drag his feet off the ground, causing him to fall flat. After this video was released, many people said it was edited or the man was a stuntman performing some high-skill stunt. But then, the way the man's feet left the ground suggested something different. Also, the shock on the face of the woman walking on the other side proved it just happened out of nowhere. To top it up, when it happened the first time, the man stood up, went to the side of the road where it happened, and surprisingly, it happened again. It looked like there was an invisible person there taking down anyone who tried to cross that spot. When two couples went camping to take a break and spend time together, they didn't think they would be meeting with an alien. During the day, everything was going great, but as they pitched their tent for the night, they heard an unusual sound. When they checked, they saw a creature that looked like an alien. Big head with large oval eyes and an unusual body color with an anatomy of a human. Without thinking about it for too long, they decided to make a video of it and return home immediately, which was, of course, the right thing to do. This creepy footage captured a young woman trying to escape from a psychiatric hospital in a very strange way. She used her feet and one hand to climb the wall, while she used her other hand to carry another woman. According to sources, the woman climbing the wall has been in that psychiatrist hospital for over 20 years. They say she was from a wealthy home, and she was doing very well, but her mom died when she was very little, and she couldn't deal with it. She even tried practicing magic, trying to revive her mom, but it didn't work out. Instead, she became mentally unstable. She had always wanted to escape, and that very day, she did. Only with another woman who was clearly in distress. We might have all heard about the popular Irwan Sauda, the researcher who publishes YouTube videos on how he finds and films forest fairies. Irwan shared this video on YouTube, showing us what he believes to be a forest fairy. According to his explanation, these tiny green creatures are very smart and protective, and to ensure that he doesn't scare them away while filming, he hides in a large box covered with bush green fabric. In the video, the creature is seen moving around, going from one tree to another, but it suddenly senses a human and pauses before retreating and running away to its home. This video was recorded in Dale Cambria County, Pennsylvania, when a camper heard some hovering noise coming from the deep forest. He decided to take a look, so he went with his camera and a touch, and as he searched around, he came in contact with what seemed like a real-life yeti. Although the creature quickly moved and ran deep into the forest, the camera was able to capture a glimpse of what the creature looked like. This video proves that Bigfoot might just be real. Camping can be exciting, but not when you have something or someone chasing you. Some group of friends decided to chill off in the forest and enjoy nature. After they pitched their tent and went fishing, they sat around the fire they made as the day went dark. But then, one of them noticed someone moving towards them, and the person had red burning eyes. Soon they became two, and the boys had to run for their lives. They had no other option but to jump into the river. Luckily, they escaped with their lives, but what those creatures are is still unknown. This video captures the presence of a real-life gnome. If you look closely, you would be able to see a likeness to the description of the gnome. A small stature with a cone-like hat. The gnome was captured on camera by a man who saw it in his backyard. As soon as the gnome spotted the man, it quickly ran away and never came back. So gnomes are real, forest fairies are real. Then what next? Two-headed snakes? Yes, we guessed right. Snakes in their normal form are already too much to handle. Not just because of the unsettling feeling they give, but also because of how poisonous they can be to human health. These two-headed snakes are not too rare, nor are they too famous. Their appearance is a result of a genetic disorder during conception and delivery of identical twins. Their existence may be explainable, but the feeling they give sure isn't. When a man spotted what he thought to be a headless octopus, he couldn't hold himself from taking pictures and posting it online. From the looks of it, it appears to be both an octopus and a sea star. It had 10 legs instead of the usual 8, but it also had numerous tiny testicles attached to those legs. It didn't have a head, so he decided to show it to others just to find out what he had discovered. Thanks to other users, it was later known that he had just found a spotted sea star called Lluvia macula. It was an unforgettable encounter for him and a fresh discovery to many. Someone decided to come out of their house to enjoy the freshness of the air, but then he noticed a shadow on the wall of the building facing the house and immediately decided to take a video of it. The shadow became even clearer, and it showed a creature crawling on the walls of the building. The creature appeared to look like a very large spider, but instead of 8 legs, this one had 4. The creature crawled to the other side of the building and disappeared. It wasn't seen anymore, and till date, what that creature really is remains a mystery. The author of this video got startled while making this clip. The video shows a creature that closely resembles a human but is 3 meters tall, with a small head, hunchback, long limbs, and a white skin. The video is quite short as the person recording was trying so hard to go unnoticed, but it did capture what this creature looked like. Although it's not known what exactly the creature is, we are sure it is not an ordinary being. This video was recorded in a small Mexican city. It shows the presence of a very frightening creature, one that even the dog in the video was scared of. The creature appeared to have a hunchback and very long limbs. When the video surfaced online, many people had different things to say about it. Some claimed that the creature was a lamona, which is a native mythological name for dwarf witch. According to sources, due to the prayers of the indigenous elders, these witches lost their skin and grew hair instead, making them take the look of a monstrous monkey. Gravity seemed to be questioned when this video surfaced online. It shows how a creature appeared to be crawling under the bridge. Although the video was taken from a distance, it is clear that it was not an ordinary event. The creature looked stable and in place as it comfortably crawled from one end of the bridge to the other. What that creature is still remains unknown. This video was recorded in one of the numerous caves in northern Chile, and in there they found another very strange creature with features that would leave anyone confused. If you watch closely, you can see the creature lurking in the shadows. It has the body of a human, but the head and features of a goat. When the video surfaced online, some people claimed it was just a mountain goat. But then, do mountain goats have human bodies? Who knows, maybe they do. A group of friends were out in the forest at midnight when one of them noticed that a friend was missing. He decided to look for his friend, and luckily he saw him tied up in a cave close to where they were camping. He hurriedly went to free him, but then he came in contact with a monster. The creature appeared to have several legs and hands and was bent to the ground. The sight of this creature is scary, but he somehow managed to free his friend and leave the cave immediately. They met up with others and ran to safety without anyone getting hurt. Ever wondered if teleportation is possible? Maybe this would convince. In 2006, during an interview with Scarlett Johansson, a brunette woman who was behind her seemed to teleport. She disappeared into thin air. The man that followed her passed the actress's back, but was still visible, unlike the woman who was just in front of him. This video blew the internet, and till date, the woman has not been found. At first, this video might seem like a normal one where a CCTV camera captures a dog on watch, but in a few minutes, things would change. The dog disappears and appears at the other side of the road. How did a dog disappear into thin air, only to appear seconds later at another location? Although many people argued that it could be as a result of a glitch in the CCTV camera footage, others said the dog was snatched by aliens, while many believed it to be an extraterrestrial being at work. What do you think happened? Let us know in the comments section. With that, we have come to the end of this video.